and welcome to Comcast Local Edition. I'm Ron Roberson. The 2005 Dietary Guidelines is the subject of this segment of CLA. Andrea Giancoli joins us to give us a little more insight on what's going on. Andrea, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
What exactly are these guidelines and why are they so important?
Well, these guidelines are the government's scientific advice to promote health and to prevent chronic diseases through nutrition and physical fitness. So they've done a lot of research and background work to come up with this advice for us to help us maintain healthier lives.
What are some of the key recommendations?
Well, there's 9 general topics. There's adequate nutrients within calorie needs, weight management, getting enough physical activity, balancing our fats, balancing our carbohydrates, eating foods from a lot of different areas that we really need to emphasize, like fruits and vegetables, low-fat dairy products, whole grains, also decreasing our sodium and getting enough potassium. So there are a lot of guidelines this time, so they're much more specific than they've ever been in the past.
You talk about eating more fruits and vegetables. Just how much and how often should we eat fruits and vegetables?
Well, that's something that's really kind of exploded out of the dietary guidelines this year. They now say we should be eating for a 2,000 calorie reference diet, which is about average of what people consume. 2 cups of fruits and 2.5 cups of vegetables every day, and that equates to about 9 servings a day.
Wow. How about physical activity? I'm sure that's important as well.
Oh, of course, because it has to be balanced with nutrition. 30 minutes to reduce chronic disease, 60 minutes to maintain weight, and 60 to 90 minutes to help manage and lose weight.
Yes. Now, how do we fit these fruits, vegetables, grains, and all those things into a normal diet or a normal meal, if you will?
Well, the important thing to remember is if you're not doing it already, don't panic. Kind of take it slow. You can start incorporating fruits and vegetables and whole grains into your meals. Build your meals around whole grain pastas or brown rice or whole grain, whole wheat couscous. Throw in some frozen vegetables. Breakfast is a great time to get some whole grains in. Have oatmeal, or there's a lot of cereals that are whole grain. You'll look for whole wheat or corn or whole oats on the ingredient list. Throw some raisins in there, throw some strawberries in there. You know, it's real easy. If we just add a little bit at a time, we can really start improving our diet. But just, take small steps and don't be too intimidated.
You said something that really kind of startled me. You mean to tell me I can still enjoy that occasional Snicker bar and a cherry Coke and also be healthy at the same time?
Well, it's not so much that those are so terrible for you. It's that if that's something that you really enjoy, moderate your intake of it. If 80% of the time you're eating a healthy diet and you're getting your fruits and vegetables and your whole grains, enjoy that Snickers bar once in a while. Just, limit it.
Thank you. How can one really train themselves to eat properly, and what are some of the most common mistakes that are made in doing so?
I think some of the most common mistakes are people don't realize how many calories that they're intaking, and so they sort of take a license, well, we need to be eating more of this or more of that, and so then they overdo it. What we really need to think about is portion control. We need to be eating more fruits and vegetables and more whole grains, but we also need to be thinking about the amount that we're eating and helping to decrease our calories. Just because you're eating something that's good for you doesn't mean that you can eat it as much as you want of it.
Yes. Are there any publications or any places that people can go to kind of get a chart to kind of map their diets and those type of things? Well,
right now the U.S. government has a great website that they've just put up called Healthier U.S. I think it's healthierus.org, and it has all the dietary guidelines in there, and you can even go into the USDA website where they have a program where you can input all your dietary intake, all the foods that you're eating, and then it will come out with a chart and tell you how much you're eating and what kind of vitamins and minerals you're eating and what you're missing. So that might be a fun thing for people to do, to really kind of check out their diet, especially because it's National Nutrition Month.
That's right. Andrea, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Appreciate you. Thank you for joining us on Comcast Local Edition. We'll see you next time.